Hey, welcome friends to Scrappin' It Up. I'm Vanessa, and today I'm going to teach you how to make these all occasion folios. I had several requests that people wanted to learn how to make these. And so there's this one, and it's on my YouTube channel with a waterfall. And then there's this one that I have on my YouTube channel, and both of these are just made exactly the same. So today I'm going to teach you how to make these. Okay, for the outer shell on these, I use the 110 cardstock from Recollections Black. And then on the inside stuff, I use a 65 pound weight from Recollections, which is sold at Michael's. Okay, let's dive into this. Okay. And I will put the measurements down below for you too. For the middle section, you're going to need one piece at 9.5 by 7 3/4, another piece at 10.5 by 7 3/4, and you're going to score on the 10.5 inch side, 1/2 inch on each end. Okay, so we'll need our scoreboard for this. This one piece you don't score at all. But the 10.5 by 7 3/4 piece, we're going to score on each end. Okay. Alrighty. And then fold to the bubble side. And then make sure you burnish it to get that crease in there. Now we're going to attach our score pile tape. And I attach it closer to the folded edge than I do the cut edge. And like again, on the outer shell of this, I use the 110 pound cardstock. Okay, so now we're going to attach this to form a pocket. And I just line it up best that you can. And I just hold it with my arm and take my score pile tape off. That's the best way I've found to do this. Instead of taking your score pile tape off and trying to put it down on here, I have a mess when I do that. So that's how I do that. Okay, now set that aside. Now for the left side and right side of your folio, you're going to need a piece for the left side that is 7.5 by 9.5. And we're going to score it 1/2 inch and an inch on the 7.5 inch side. Then on the right side is 7.5 by 9.5. Score on the 7.5 side at 1/2 inch and 1 inch. So the 7.5 inch side up here at the top, we're going to score at 1/2 inch. And then at 1 inch. Now the other folios, they were only had a 1/4 inch in between. So I'm giving you a little bit more room in your folios because time you get your pictures added to them. So I think 1/2 inch will be better. That way you can stuff it full if you want to. It's always good to make it a little bit bigger. Okay, let's fold on our score lines and get our score pile tape on. And like I said, I'll put the measurements down below for you guys. And burnish, and then fold on. The other one's just a little bit more trickier. You kind of have to use your fingers first. And when I burnish, I always have it down underneath and burnish. You just come near getting a straighter line when you do that. let's apply our score pile tape, and we're going to apply it to the very first ½ inch, guys. The very first ½ inch, okay, guys? We're going to apply it to both sides. This way, we're going to seal up that pocket where we're attaching this. Okay, now we're going to miter our corners just to the score line, okay, guys? Don't go past your score line. And this just makes it easier to get it into our pocket that we made. Okay. All right, now grab your piece we made that is a sleeve, okay? And these are going to attach just like this, okay? And if, you know, fit it in here first, and if you have any hangover up at the top or the bottom, just go ahead and cut, and just put it back in your trimmer and just slice off just a little piece if you need to. Okay, and if it fits, take off your score pile tape. And stick her in there. When you think you got it. Okay, do the same thing to the other side. And make sure you fit it first before you take your tape off. That's always a good thing, because you might have cut it wrong and didn't realize that you cut it wrong. Okay. Okay. When it fits, go ahead and take your tape off. And slide her in. Sometimes it's easier said than done. Okay, that's our outer shell for this folio, guys. Okay, so you can set this aside. Now we're going to work on the left-hand side. We're going to need a left flap and a left pocket. Okay, for the left flap, we're going to cut one piece at 6 by 8.5, and we're going to score on the 6-inch side at ½ inch. Now the pocket is 5 by 10.5, and we're going to score on the 10.5-inch side at ½ inch on each end, okay? And then 5 on the 5-inch side, we're just going to score at ½ inch. We're forming a pocket. Okay, let's get our score pal, or get our scoreboard. So we're going to score at on the 6-inch side at ½ inch. This is how we're going to attach it. And for these pieces, everything from the inside, I just use a 6.5 or 65-pound weight cardstock from Michael's Recollections. Okay, so we're going to score on the 5-inch side at ½ inch. Then on the 10.5-inch side, we're going to score on each end. And this is what's going to form our pocket. Okay. Okay, so fold towards the bumpy side. This is our flap. And I can't remember if yep, I rounded mine. So I'm going to round it right now before I attach it. Okay. And then our pocket here, we're going to attach our score pile tape. And we're attaching it to the side that's indented, not the bumpy side. On all 3 sides. And I'm staying don't go over your score lines. You want to stay inside your score lines, okay? Now we're going to miter the corners so we will reduce bulk in our album. So where the X is right here, okay, we are just going to cut straight across that. But don't go into your score lines, okay, guys? And we're going to fold. You want to fold where your tape is going to the inside so you can't see it. Okay, just like that. Then on this one, we're going to attach our score pile tape to that 1/2 inch we folded. Okay, just like that. Okay, now we'll grab our folio. And hopefully your pocket fits. And it should. Okay, I just line it up, edge to edge on all 3 sides. And you might have just a little bit of an overhang, you know, depending on how you cut it. Okay, when you've got it, I just hold my hand there. Take off my tape. Maybe. Sometimes this tape is hard to get off. Well, maybe if I start up here at this end. There we go. Okay, now I'm just going to pull it back. Well, alright, and when I've got it off, just kind of hold it, make sure she's going down right, stick her down. Okay, our flap is just going to lay right on top of our pocket. Just line it up to where you have the same amount on each side. And when you have it, boy, I mean, the score pile tape ain't getting along today. Okay, so now you have your flap and your pocket here. Okay, let's go to the right side. Now you can put that away for just a second. And the right side, we have 2 flaps. Okay, you're going to need one piece at 6.5 by 8.5, and the other one is 5.5 by 9.5. And we're just going to score 1/2 inch on each side, or on one side. So the piece that is 5.5 by 9.5, you want it up here at 5.5, score 1/2 inch. Okay. Your other piece that is 6.5 by 8.5, you want the 6.5 inch side up here, score it 1/2 inch, guys. Okay. Now we're going to fold on our score lines and burnish. And I think I rounded those too. Let's look real quick. Oops, got backwards here. Oh, I see. No, I didn't. Oh my. Okay, first one I didn't, the second one I did. Okay, so the smaller one, I rounded my corners. But the first one I did. Okay, so grab your folio, and the 9.5 by 5 goes first, guys. Okay, so I'm going to line it up. Oh, we got a pair of tape on yet. Okay, attach your score pile tape to the 1/2 inch that you just folded under. 1/2 inch on your other one. Okay. Now attach the 9.5 piece. Just line it up, guys, from edge to edge. If you got any hangover, you can cut it off after you attach it. Okay. And now this one, we're going to center it from here to here. You don't want to go over on this end, your folded edge. Okay. When you got it centered, just hold it down. Take off your tape. Just like that. And I got off. Dang. Boy, did I get off. Okay. You don't want to get off like I just did. Okay, now we're going to do the waterfall. You need 6 pieces that are 6 3/4 by 7. And we're going to score on the 6 3/4 side at 1/2 inch. So let's get our scoreboard. And on the 6 3/4 side, we're going to score at 1/2 inch, okay? You want it up here at 6 3/4, score at 1/2 inch, okay? And all 6 of them. This is going to create our waterfall that's in the middle. I guess I should have had some of these already scored. Okay, now we're going to attach our score pile tape. Fold to the bumpy side on all these and burnish. Okay. And always have that 1/2 inch underneath so it ensures me a straighter line, guys. And then we're going to attach our score pile tape to that 1/2 inch that we just folded under. Okay. So attach your score pile tape to your 1/2 inch. I hope you guys enjoy this short tutorial on this all occasion. It's just something that will hold, you know, a few pictures. It won't hold a lot of pictures, but it would hold probably at least 30 pictures, you know, of a special occasion that you had, or, you know, or display your grandchildren and put it on your coffee table. Or they make really nice gifts too. Alrighty. Especially to make them and then put your kids' pictures in and send them to your mom and dad. Alright. Now, on your waterfall, you need to put your paper down first. So you need to decide on your paper that you're going to use, because you got to put your paper down first before you put your waterfall down, okay? But I'll just kind of show you real quick. I didn't plan on no paper being here. But anyway, when I put these down, I just kind of line them up. Wish I would have planned some paper. I didn't even think about that, guys. Darn it. And when I think I got it, oh, one thing, I did round the corners too. Okay, so round your corners. Anyway, when you stick it down, when you think you got it, and I left a little bit of a space up at the top, when you put your other one down, what I do is when I fold this one up, I just kind of lay this one underneath here, right up against the other one, and then I pull this one down before I attach it. Make sure I'm all lined up still, okay? And that's how I do my waterfall. And then just take your tape off. And on your waterfall, you know, if you get off by a little bit, I mean, sometimes you do if you didn't cut right, you can always put a design paper right here to cover it up, okay? And just attach all 6 of them down, just like that, guys, and round your corners. Okay, that's it for this all occasion waterfall, guys. And just keep attaching them, you know, just slide it underneath, and when you do that, you just, you know, make sure it's kind of lined up. And then when it's all lined up, then raise it up and take your score pile tape off. Okay, guys, that's it on this all occasions mini album. I hope you guys enjoyed that and have fun making them. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.